What's the best type of exercise?
Well, that is probably the crux of the whole argument here in terms of GLP-1. As I mentioned in a previous video, health clubs have strength training machines and they need to be able to use those machines. But so it begs the question, you've got people who are not fit, they may have never been on an exercise program, and now they're on a medication that's stripping away their lean tissue. Do you put them on a high intensity strength program? Do you put them on a sports performance program? Do you put them on a moderate strength training program? Do they do a body weight program? Do they do yoga? Do they do Pilates? You can do a combination of a number of types of things. And when I was doing exercise programs in diabetes many years ago, we came upon the formula that exercise is blood sugar dependent. So if you have low blood sugars, that's going to dictate that you do less intense exercise and more rest. And if you have higher blood sugars, you can also up the intensity. It's exactly the same thing with GLP-1 patients. If you want to use a higher intensity, you want to make sure that the person is well hydrated, that they've had food that morning, etc. And we'll talk about the nutrition aspects here in other videos. But utilizing the strength training program from circuit, from the sets and reps, the time under tension, and the work to rest ratios are all going to be important, and trainers are going to have to really apply all that sports medicine knowledge that they've learned in school with this particular population very carefully. Because if a person has a high dosage of GLP-1, let's say they're on 2 milligrams per week, and they're in the weight room, they may actually experience what the endurance athletes call bonking, which means they've depleted all of their energy stores. There's no glucose in the system, and there's no glucagon to be converted to glucose in the next 20 minutes. So they're actually running on empty even when they get to the gym, which is why this program is not just about strength training. It's about the nutrition program that comes first and how it applies to the strength training program. So exercise is very important. We're going to use body composition analysis through impedance to look at the body water, the lean mass, and the body fat. But we also have to understand how this prescription, this exercise prescription, is going to be so important based on the age of your client, based on their initial weight, and most importantly, based on the amount of GLP-1 that they're injecting on a weekly basis.
Thanks, and how do I learn more about exercise and GLP-1?
Well, log on to medhealthfit.com and click onto our GLP-1 program.